Welcome to today's Explainer. We're talking about a massive healthcare revolution today, one that could absolutely save your life or, strangely enough, put it in incredible danger. We're going to explore this fascinating journey from AI's miraculous medical predictions right over to the terrifying twist of algorithmic medical deepfakes. It's really a tale of two completely different technological outcomes, and it's actively reshaping the entire foundation of modern healthcare as we speak.
Here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover the hidden medicine threat, why traditional tracking fails, AI as a proactive protector, the misinformation twist, and finally, balancing innovation and safety. Let's get right into it.
All right, let's dive into this by establishing a massive, often completely invisible problem in healthcare today. Section 1, the hidden medicine threat. Think about this for a second. Adverse drug reactions, or ADRs, are actually a leading cause of hospitalizations. We are talking about a staggering 10 to 20% of all hospitalized patients worldwide. To put that into perspective, out of every 10 people admitted to a hospital, 1 or 2 of them are suffering not from their actual illness, but from the very treatment that was meant to cure them. These are unintended, harmful responses happening at totally normal, prescribed dosage levels. It's a massive crisis. It skyrockets healthcare costs, keeps people in the hospital longer, and seriously compromises patient safety. So, to fight this invisible threat, the medical world relies on a big word: pharmacovigilance. Basically, this is the vital system for keeping a really close eye on a drug's safety once it leaves the tightly controlled bubble of clinical trials and actually hits the diverse consumer market. It's continuous surveillance, meant to catch those sneaky side effects that only pop up when millions of different people, with their own unique biologies, start taking a medication in their everyday lives. Moving right along, let's see how this tracking system currently operates and why it's kind of falling apart. Section 2, why traditional tracking fails. Usually, this tracking process is super linear. It starts at market authorization, grinds its way through data collection and signal detection, moves into evaluation, and finally, if we're lucky, results in regulatory action. The whole idea is that once a product is launched, human reviewers sit there and monitor adverse events that are voluntarily reported by doctors and patients. Then, authorities take action if a consistent risk is found. But, there's a huge bottleneck in how we actually collect and evaluate all this data. The system is just fundamentally bottlenecked by human limitations. Reviewers are literally drowning in an avalanche of data. Look at the sheer scale here. The FDA's database alone holds over 20 million reports, and they're adding up to 500,000 new ones every single year. The WHO's database? Also over 20 million. Europe's? Nearly 17 million. It's like trying to drink from a fire hose. Traditional manual reviews and basic statistics just cannot keep up with this deluge while still catching those important, really subtle safety signals. But you want to know the really terrifying part of this data deluge? We are barely even scratching the surface. Despite those tens of millions of reports, there is a massive reporting gap. Less than 10% of serious adverse reactions ever get reported by healthcare providers. Less than 10. And for non-serious ones, it drops to a measly 2 to 4%. Doctors are pressed for time, or they might just be unsure if the drug actually caused the issue. So the entire system is just completely reactive, waiting for harm to happen, and it's missing the vast majority of the real-world picture. So compare that old reactive way to AI-enhanced tracking. It's a total game changer, night and day. Traditional methods are plagued by slow manual reviews and delayed detection. But artificial intelligence, it flips the script. It offers automated signal detection, real-time data extraction, and rapid pattern recognition. It literally transforms our whole approach from waiting for patients to get sick to proactive prevention. Which brings us to an incredible technological leap. Section 3, AI, the proactive protector. How does AI actually pull off this proactive stance? Well, it inhales massive chaotic datasets, everything from electronic health records and complex genomic data to messy sources like social media chatter. Then it applies natural language processing to make sense of all that unstructured text, like a doctor's scribbled clinical notes. After that, it uses deep learning models to hunt down subtle toxicity biomarkers and hidden patterns. The end result? Highly specific predictions for adverse reactions and actual suggestions for perfectly personalized dosages. Just picture a pipeline, complex patient data, drug information, and unique genetic biomarkers all flow directly into a central machine learning engine. The AI analyzes the whole shebang in real time to output highly specific toxicity predictions. It can actually look at your unique genetic profile and flag a dangerous drug interaction before the medication is even prescribed by your doctor. No more trial and error. This is the new frontier of personalized medicine. And this isn't just theory. The real-world impact is absolutely undeniable. One hospital case study actually achieved a massive 30% reduction in adverse drug reactions. 30%! And they did this simply by integrating AI-powered real-time alert systems into their electronic health records. The AI continuously scans the patient's history, taps the clinician on the shoulder with a warning about a potential reaction, and the treatment gets adjusted before any complications ever arise. But you knew there had to be a catch, right? Just as we start feeling secure about the future of medicine, we have a major complication. Section 4, the misinformation twist.
Because as much as AI cures, it also confuses. Generative AI is now capable of producing what researchers are calling persuasive disinformation that can have a profound and dangerous impact on health decisions among a targeted audience. The very exact technology that's predicting our health risks with unprecedented accuracy is also incredibly good at generating high-quality, credible-looking, but entirely fabricated medical content.
The scale of this is wild. The algorithms can literally hallucinate false medical advice and invent entirely fake sources to back up their claims. Plus, deepfake technology creates hyper-realistic fake images, audio, and video. We're seeing social platforms flooded with miracle cures and dangerous cancer myths that look incredibly authentic. And the tragic part, people believe it. They delay actual, scientifically backed, life-saving treatments, which leads to toxic interactions and totally devastating health outcomes. So, how do we fix this? Let's synthesize this dual nature and look at solutions. Section 5, balancing innovation and safety. To safely harness AI's diagnostic power, we need a serious, multi-layered defense. Regulatory bodies absolutely have to step up and hold AI companies accountable for the vulnerabilities in their own code. At the same time, we have to develop counter-AI technologies, tools built specifically to catch bad AI deepfakes, alongside major public education campaigns for digital literacy. But honestly, the most crucial layer of defense? Maintaining human oversight. AI is an amazingly powerful assistant, but it's not ready to replace experienced medical professionals. I'm going to leave you with this to chew on as we wrap up. Are we really prepared to trust our lives to algorithms that can perfectly predict a heart attack, but can just as easily fabricate a fake cancer cure? How do we strike that delicate balance between embracing AI's incredible predictive power and defending ourselves against its highly persuasive lies? It's a wild balancing act, and it's a question we all have to face as we step into the future of healthcare. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.